ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I think so. Let's get it on.
Hi. Welcome to
The Hamster Never Stops. And it's been a while.
Whew, it really has. But we could not miss today because this is our Veterans Day special. Today is actually what, John?
The Marine Corps birthday.
Happy
if you didn't
birthday.
know, now you know.
There you go. Happy birthday. Thank you for your service.
It's a very special birthday, too. It's the 250th birthday.
250th.
Yep. 250 years ago on this day, Congress passed the law creating the Marine Corps.
You're kidding.
Nope.
I didn't know that. That should have been your trivia question today.
No, I've got a better Stump The Hamster question.
That was good.
It is Marine Corps related.
Mine is not.
Mine is.
By the way, I literally just woke up. I am
Yes, you did.
exhausted. We have had such a whirlwind since we last spoke to you guys. We've been all over the place. It's just been exhausting between work, travel, just everything. It's been a whole...
You emceed a Halloween party.
I did. I emceed
costume contest, which I was a judge of. By the way, we looked really good for Halloween.
We did. We were Wednesday and Uncle Fester. That's Maybe we can try to.
Yep. I'm just now starting to get some hair back from shaving for Uncle Fester.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was really good. Yeah, and it was so much fun emceeing. It was so much fun emceeing the party. It was great. But I also emceed a big fundraiser.
Oh yeah.
There's been a lot. I've been
for
doing
the
a lot
Epilepsy
of
Foundation, right?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of emceeing and hosting lately, so it's just been really fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love doing it. Like it is so much fun. In fact, I just, as I woke up, got a message from the same man who, it was called Blackbird Rising, was the name of the organization that I was doing emceeing for. And they just asked me to do it for next year again. They already asked if I would be available next year, October 17th, 2026.
I wonder if they're gonna have any good guitars to auction off like they did this year, like because they auctioned off signed guitars by like big celebrities.
Yeah,
like one of them was Blues Travelers. Like all the Blues Travelers signed an electric acoustic guitar. I almost bid on it. I was really close up.
We did bid on one of them, the green one. I don't remember. Was it?
It was Dropkick Murphy.
Yeah,
Dropkick Murphy, bass guitar.
Yeah, it was nice.
Neither one of us played bass.
It was good. Yeah, I knew there was one to play, but I was like, oh, it's green, my favorite color.
It was pretty cool. It was Dropkick Murphy.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was nice. But we didn't get it.
We got outbid by that on that one.
We did.
We only bid.
We did not bid a lot. It was, but we tried. But it was that was a great event.
Yeah.
We've had some really, really fun events. But today, every day we're like, God, do we have time to do a podcast? Do we have time to do a podcast? Because we really got to get back on track.
So when we've been traveling, we've actually been taking this stuff to film a podcast. When we've been traveling,
haven't been able to do
and we still haven't done it.
And I will say, it's a lot of it is my fault. Well, a lot of it's John's fault too, because
how's it my fault? One trip.
Listen, the times when I have had free time, you've been working.
Right. And then when I have free time, you've been busy.
I've been really busy.
So it's kind of like we're on opposite schedules.
And I've also really, really been busy because now I've been doing other videos and other, little video blogs and cooking demonstrations and promoting other restaurants and brands and stuff like that. So it's just been so time consuming doing all of this, but I love it. I'm having so much fun.
That's good. Fun is important.
I'm having so much fun doing this. So you guys, listen, I always want to promote The Hamster Never Stops. Like, please like and follow The Hamster Never Stops on all of the socials.
Even though we've been hit or miss lately.
We've been hit or miss, yeah. But also, a little plug, follow me on Instagram at Marlavous Life. Marlavous Life, MARLAVOUS Life, all one word, Marlavous Life. That's on Instagram. And you can see some of the really fun things that I've been doing. Some little healthy cooking videos, some not so healthy, some just delicious places we've been eating. And hopefully now this will jumpstart us again to keep this up.
Yeah, I know. We've been really bad about it.
But listen, we didn't want to miss today. Today was an important day. It was the Marine Corps birthday. And John was in the Marines. And tomorrow's Veterans Day. So this is kind of like our Veterans Day special. It's the whole wrapped into one.
And I think today was this morning. So this morning we went to your nephew's Veterans Day thing in his school. Is that your first time you've ever went to like a veterans service, memorial, like whatever you want to call it, at a school?
That I could proudly say that I was a part of because of you.
Yeah.
And I will say that it was really beautiful and so overwhelming. I was like crying. This was like, first of all, I've never experienced walking in a veterans parade because I don't have.
I used to drive fire trucks in parades all the time, so parades are.
Yeah, no, this was something, but this was like so special. Like everybody that walked the parade. So it was like, okay, so here's how it was set up. Yeah. You first, we all met in like the library. This was at Citrus Grove Elementary. shout out, a great little school in Palm City. My nephew Stark, he goes there. And so it was great. Like they've been planning this for like weeks, if not over a month. I mean,
over a month, because they asked for that information.
Right. They asked for, do you have any relatives that were veterans and or are serving now? And, they asked for what branch you were in, how long, they asked for photos, and so when we showed up, they had like a screen, like a projecting screen, like a little movie of all of the veterans.
Like a nice slideshow.
It was really nice. Yeah. So, and we saw John there, and then all the kids, if they had relatives that did this, they all came at us in the library, and then we got all lined up and went into this parade through the halls. And oh my God, it literally brought tears to my eyes. There were kids lined up on both sides of the hallways going throughout the school, screaming like USA, USA, and saying thank you for your service and waving flags and handing like literally handwritten notes and handmade arts and crafts.
We've got a whole stack right over there.
Yeah, we have a stack over there. Oh, we should show some. Should I run over and get some?
No, because we don't know the kids.
Yeah, it was just really nice. I mean, they all like made these pictures and drawings and little things and handed flags. It was so nice. And I was like literally crying. And I'm like, I don't even know. I was so overwhelmed for John. I was like, it was so nice. I felt it was so nice, like to have you there. Yeah. I know it meant a lot to Stark. So we got to walk this parade, and then we went to the cafeteria. The parade ended in the cafeteria, and there was like cheerleaders and choir singers and chorus things. They put on a little show.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was really nice. And then they had a little photo booth thing. Like we got to stand in front of this backdrop with the flag and balloons and take photos.
Maybe we could use that photo from the photo booth thing for the cover photo.
Oh yeah, we should use that for the cover. That was really,
episode.
Yeah, that was really good. I'll have to make sure that's okay with.
Yeah, you have to check with.
I'll have to check with Stephanie and Mark, but yeah, so maybe Stark will be able to be in our
he'll
be
we can have him as a guest sometime.
Yeah, we'll have him as a guest. Oh, you guys would love Stark. He's hilarious. He's hilarious.
He's a typical little kid.
He's a little kid. So. And then we had great snacks. They had refreshments from Panera Bread. It was just really a lovely, lovely event. First thing in the morning. And by the way, like we've been up every morning for I don't even know how long, by like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. Today was 6 in the morning. It was like
we just got back from seeing my sister who just had a baby, her first child. So my nephew got to meet my little nephew Maxwell. Hi Maxwell.
Hi Maxwell.
And so that was fun. And so we took the early bird flights. We had to get up at like 3:30, going each way. That was a little brutal.
Yeah, we just have not slept. So by this afternoon, after being up again early this morning and doing the parade and going out to lunch and then doing shopping and running errands, I was like, good night. Yep. So this is my freshly rolled out of bed. I have bumpy hair. My ponytail's all messy. But that just shows you the show must go on. So there's no time for hair and makeup. No glam squad here.
It was nice going to that this morning, though, because like for me, I think I told you this morning in the truck after we got done, I didn't really go to many when my kids were younger, because it brings up a lot of stuff I don't want to think about and a lot of emotions and stuff like that. And I'm getting better about it. And so it was still a very emotional thing. Like I had to work to keep things in check. But it was nice to see that the kids are still doing that kind of stuff, because sometimes nowadays with the way things are in this country, that not all places are doing stuff like that. So, and not recognizing people that have made sacrifices. So
yeah, it was really nice. And I think it was really nice that you got to talk to some of the other
that's
people. That was nice.
Anytime you go to any veterans event, everybody's going to start talking.
Yeah.
So that's
it was
just
so
the way
nice. It was like everyone sharing story. It was really nice.
We went to the store and we had people in Walmart, because I had my Marine Corps shirt on saying happy birthday and stuff like that. So and the guy saying Semper Fi and Semper Fidelis, which I had to explain to her what Semper Fidelis means.
I had no idea. I was like, it's $75? What? I thought the guy came up to me and said $75, and I'm like,
no,
what does
he
that
said
mean?
Semper Fi, which is short for Semper Fidelis, which is Marine Corps motto of always faithful. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Well, I think that this was like it was like our perfect comeback was our Veterans Day special.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to re-kickstart this and light the flame again. So
yeah,
I think it's good. So. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart.
I know. It's just, I'm so tired. And by the way, like I know John just mentioned a few minutes ago, we were just in Indiana visiting his sister.
It's cold there.
Wow.
It was so cold there. I remembered why I moved from Michigan to Florida now. And I think they just got snow last night. Thank goodness we just missed that.
Oh yeah, we missed it by like less than 24 hours, which is crazy.
But tomorrow morning when we wake up here, it's going to be cold here.
I know, this doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, so I grew up in Connecticut. Like I'm a New England girl. I grew up in Connecticut. I went to college in Massachusetts. You know, best time of the year, fall, seeing the leaves change. Like I love that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It was beautiful. We went on a little hike through this park, Franciscan Park. Franciscan Trail, Franciscan hiking trail.
Greenway, Franciscan, whatever.
Franciscan something.
Greenway.
Greenwood.
I don't know. It was a nice
whatever.
trail.
It was a nice park, a nice trail, and we got to see the trees and like I love when they turn like red and orange and like it's really pretty. But yeah, one morning I woke up and I walked outside and like my favorite thing to do when I was a kid was just to be like
and see your breath.
And see your breath. And so I did a little video post of that of like me seeing my breath because it was like so crazy. Like it was 39 degrees outside. Like I haven't had that weather in years, you know. But now we heard tomorrow morning, being here in Florida, we are going to reach that
about that same temperature.
Breath blowing. We should be able to see it.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited.
When I leave for work in the morning, I might be able to see my breath, which is crazy since how it's not even Thanksgiving. Usually we get a week of this in like, I don't know, right after the first of the year, January, early February. Not this year, early usually, but it's supposed to come back up by Friday. It's going to be back up warm again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're only going to have like one day where tomorrow is going to be the only super cold day where I think the high is in the mid 60s. And then after that, it tapers right back up to our normal of a high in the 80s.
Oh,
80s
gosh. Yeah. I mean, so. I got to be honest though, like I'm super, super excited because I'm not. I hate being cold, but I actually like it. Like when I get to wear, you know, my warm coats and my big bulky sweaters and it's nice and cuddly and you get to like dress like, you know, like a big giant polar bear.
I would say it's nice. I like it. I like when we went for the hike, I said like it smelled like fall.
Yeah.
I miss that. Like that smell and the crispness, like crispiness of the air.
Yeah.
The cold air and stuff like that. I do not miss freezing my butt off, shoveling snow, having to wear big warm coats, having to dress in layers.
Yeah.
Having to sit in start your car 10 minutes before you leave to get it to warm up so it's not like a negative 10 degrees in your car when you get in it. Like I don't miss any of that. I don't miss having to wear gloves or turn the heating steering wheel is always nice. Once those things come out, you didn't have to wear gloves anymore.
Right.
I remember having to put gloves on to start driving for like the first 15, 20 minutes because the steering wheel was so cold.
Listen, in a million years nowadays, I could never drive in that. Like I had to drive in that as a kid, like down like steep driveways and things. There's no way I could drive
driving in the snow. You can have some fun with that. I used to have fun every year in the school parking lot on the first snow. I'd go like to get used to driving in the snow again. I go do donuts, slide the car all over. It looked like the Dukes of Hazzard going on in that parking lot for about a half hour. Just having fun. That's just in an empty parking lot where there's nothing to hit, nothing that can damage your car. It's a good time.
No, thank you, sir. No, I do not want that. Yeah. I have zero desire to be. I get scared here when it rains and like we start like hydroplaning and sliding all over the place. The rain here is serious. Like it's no joke. Yeah. But yeah, the ice. I don't even know how. I still to this day don't know how I drove to school in the snow.
Because you got used to it. You just knew how to drive. You knew how to respond. You knew how to brake. You knew how to use the gas. Like you knew how to do all that stuff.
And it was like, do you remember when it would, you know, when every time it snowed, it was so pretty, but there'd be feet of snow. Like literally, we're not talking like a drizzle of snow. Like we're talking snow. And like the snow plows would have to come out and they would like push everything over. And then all of a sudden that snow would turn into like dirty, yucky, slush, brown.
That's because the snowplows were putting dirt and salt on the road to make you give grip.
Right, and then you had to like walk through it, and it was like it was just always.
That's the part I don't miss about it.
Yeah, I don't miss that either.
I don't miss that at all.
No.
I don't miss like having to knock your boots off before you come in the house and like being a wet, nasty mess by the door.
No.
Like,
remember, I said to you when we were at the airport. I said to you like, I am not going on a snowy place. I'm not going to go on vacation to a snowy destination where we actually have to go and visit family members and keep driving back and forth to like cater.
And what I heard from that was, we will never go to Michigan to see my family in wintertime.
No. Now I would go to a snowy vacation if we were parked at a nice resort.
Would you go skiing? Like if we went to met my brother in Virginia or West Virginia to go to a ski resort?
I've never been skiing. So
we could snowplow it down the hill together.
I feel like that to me is a recipe for a broken leg. Now,
I
would go sleigh riding. I'd love, I'm not opposed to being in the snow. I'd go sleigh riding. I'd go sleigh riding with you. I would go on one of those tubes.
I don't think you'd want to go sledding with me.
Why?
Because I like to get some air every now and then.
Hell no.
And I like to go fast.
No.
I'm the guy that'll like get a run, like the round saucers. I'd get a running start and then drop it out in front of me and just land on it and as fast as I could down that hill.
I don't know what happened to me. Like as a kid,
you got
that
old.
would excite me. Yeah, like as a kid, that would excite me. Like I lived on a big golf course growing up.
And they had good hills?
Oh yeah, we would. Yeah. Everybody would come sleigh ride. I mean, everyone would come sleigh ride in our backyard.
When we were getting done with that walk on that Greenway Park or whatever,
yeah,
we were walking the trail when we were up there. I was checking out. There was a nice hill there. I was like, I bet kids go sledding on that thing. I bet it'd be sweet.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I was checking the hill out.
We had flying saucers. We had a big toboggan. We had all that stuff, but not skis. I don't know what. I never went skiing for some reason.
I have not been skiing.
And being in Connecticut and Massachusetts, it's crazy because everybody's been skiing.
It has been at least 20 years since I went skiing, I think. So, and my brother, I think him and his wife ski on a regular basis because they're in Virginia and it snows where they're at, and they don't like they go they got married at one of the ski resorts they like to go to, and it's only an hour from their house.
Right. Yeah.
So
I just have no desire to.
Maybe we should add that to a list of trips. Is go like meet them for a long weekend. To go
I know that Rose always wants us all to always go skiing. And
Colorado's a little bit. But might be a little scary for me.
But she said I didn't have to ski. She's like, oh, we can go snowshoeing. We can do other stuff. So
I'd rather go skiing.
You'd rather go skiing, yeah. I don't have a desire to. Well, we'll see.
Like where my brother lives, the mountains aren't as big, so
we have so many different little vacation things that we have to do and want to do, and we've even taken some that we will talk about eventually in upcoming episodes. We just haven't had time
to do episodes on the vacations.
On the vacations,
we've done, but obviously
we're
behind.
We're behind. Oops.
Oopsies.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
So, but I will say, like, again, circling back to today, and I don't even know, we didn't do it last year. Like, we didn't really.
No, you weren't here last year.
I wasn't.
You were in
no
Mexico.
Wonder. I was like, because I kept thinking, I'm like, why didn't we do any celebrations for Veterans Day last year? But you're absolutely right. Yeah. I was in Mexico.
Yeah, I was going to meet some people, and then I decided with everything going on that I was just going to stay home the way I was feeling.
Yeah.
For the Marine Corps birthday last year, not Veterans Day.
Yeah.
I think I worked on Veterans Day last year, but.
Yeah. When you do this, you'll.
Oh, no, it's vibrating up in sorry.
Sorry for hurting your ears, everybody, if you heard that.
Yeah, so didn't do much last year.
Yeah. So I forgot. I was working. I was working crazy hours.
You were probably working like an 18-hour day or something like that.
Yeah, I was producing Raid the Cage for CBS in Mexico City. Season 2. Yep, that was season 2. It was super, super fun. I wish there was a season 3. Actually, if there was a season 3, I would be there right now.
You'd probably be in Mexico right now.
I'd be there.
And we would be doing this right now.
No, so
I guess maybe we could have been doing it via Zoom with you half asleep, like going like,
I know, I'd be exhausted. Oh my God, it was an exhausting week. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Who knows? Maybe they'll pick up a season 3 this time around. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? You never know. I wish they would. I really did love that show.
Did you?
It was a really fun show. Yeah.
I can't comment on the show because I've never watched it.
It is a great show. In fact, it's really funny. A couple of the contestants just texted me, and my partner, my producing partner, just texted us like pictures they were watching the episode that they were on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was like, I mean, it definitely goes down in history as like one of the craziest episodes because it was like anything that could go wrong went wrong. I mean, it was just a comedy of errors, and player errors, but it was just very funny. So yeah. Got to give it up to Elle and Kevin. It was really funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, very funny.
Sorry, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
It's not up my alley. It's not something I really enjoy.
Yeah, so. It was cute. It was really cute. It's a big game show. If anyone has never heard of the show,
you can find it ABC.com maybe.
CBS. It's CBS.
CBS.com. It's the other show. It's ABC, right?
Golden Bachelor is ABC.
Yeah, Golden Bachelor is ABC.
Yep. Golden Bachelor. Yes, I do not discriminate against networks. I'll work for any network, quite honestly. So yes, that was
whoever
CBS
pays the most. You're like a mercenary.
No. It's just whatever show pops up. If they need me, I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like you. There's
no
boat
whatever.
that you will. There's no boat that you won't survey.
Nope. There's no boat that I won't look at.
Right.
I'll look at them all.
Look at them all.
Yep.
Yeah.
I freely admit that I'm kind of a man whore when it comes to that. So like I'll do whatever you want. So
I'm not sure that this is coming out well.
What do you mean? We're talking about work and business.
Well, all right.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Good
So
boy.
I will tell you one of the things that I did miss because I was really getting into it was the little segment that we play at the end of our podcast.
Stump the Hamster?
Stump
Yeah.
the Hamster.
You were doing a really good job of stumping me when we last couple episodes.
I fear that today.
And it's about that time.
Is it about that time? Yeah, let's get into it.
It's almost about that time.
Let's get into it. So, just for those of you that don't know, if you're new to this, because probably at this point everybody's new because it's like coming back. It's like being a born again virgin.
Oh, it's like starting all over.
Yeah, it's like starting all over here. Yeah. We do a little segment at the end of each episode of The Hamster Never Stops called Stump the Hamster, and it's where we ask trivia questions, one trivia question to each of us to see if we can answer it. And I will say, I have answered a lot of yours, and I have stumped you with a lot of mine. But today, I have a feeling you may know this. Now, I'll be honest, I did not know this, but the more that I think about it, I'm thinking maybe I did hear of it.
Or you felt like you should have known that.
I should have known. I feel like this was something that you would learn in school.
Okay.
Like it was one of those.
Well, there's a lot of things like you feel like you should probably know that, but then a lot of people don't really know.
It's not like you should know it, but I feel
it's
like
kind of like you shouldn't stick a fork in an outlet, an electric outlet. You should know that, but some people still do it.
That's funny that you say
or
that. Or
screwdrivers, because some people still do that.
Why would they do that?
I don't. Who knows?
Well, this
to
is
get something out.
Yeah, this
something
is.
Or sticking a knife in a toaster to get the bread out.
Oh crap! I do that. Should you not?
No, you're not supposed to. You get electrocuted doing that.
Really?
Yes. Especially if it's on, because if it's on, there's electricity running through the little things that heat it, and so when you stick a knife in there, you could touch it and zap.
Oh my God! I didn't.
There's a perfect example of something you should know, but apparently you don't know.
I guess I've never done that, but in my brain, I feel like, oh, I would do that. But
I've done it like you turn it off and then you unplug it to make sure it's safe. Then you can dig out whatever you need to, but make sure you unplug it.
Although maybe I use a maybe I'm using a. Maybe
you can stick anything in there.
But like one of those spatulas
that aren't
metal.
How do you know it's just not like rubber coated metal?
Oh, interesting. Okay, note to self. Let's not stick anything into a toaster.
Yeah, you should never stick anything into a toaster.
All right, good. All right, so
that's like taking a bath and making toast at the same time.
I don't think I've ever done that.
You shouldn't do that. That's how people like off themselves. They like drop the toaster in there.
But who has a toaster in the bathroom?
Exactly. Why would you make toast and take a bath at the same time?
I mean, that's just like rushing through breakfast. That's not even like saying, I don't like rushing through my meals.
All right, let's get back to Stump the Hamster here.
Okay, Stump the Hamster. So let's remind everybody, again, please like and follow us at The Hamster Never Stops. This is on Facebook. We are on X, Instagram, YouTube, all of the
streaming platforms, so Spotify, Amazon, Apple,
iHeartRadio,
all the good a couple other radios.
And then you could also email us at thehamsterneverstops@gmail.com. Feel free to send us questions. Maybe we'll pick one and do it on the air. We could always use some suggestions.
It's not that hard.
No, it's not that hard. All right. So are you ready for?
Yeah.
Is everybody out there? Are you guys ready?
I think we're all ready for.
We're all ready for that. Okay. So my Stump the Hamster question. What is the name of the first chimpanzee to ever go to space?
Uh-oh.
But I'm right? Don't you feel like this is like a thing that you would have learned in school in like fifth grade?
I can see the picture of him. Is it Bobo?
No.
No, that's my best guess.
Everybody out there, do you know?
Let's give him a few seconds. I'm going to look at the timer on my watch.
What is the name of the chimpanzee, the first chimpanzee ever to go to space? Now, I feel like this was something that you would have
probably talked about in school.
Talked about at school, yes.
Like I know the Russians sent a dog. Was that Sputnik? Or was that the first satellite? I don't know, because the Russians, instead of sending a monkey,
now you're just trying to stump my stump, and I don't want to be stumped
by
my stump.
I think we've given everybody at home enough time.
Okay. So the answer is the first chimpanzee sent to space. His name is Ham.
Ham?
Ham was the name of the first chimpanzee. Okay. Which seems funny because ham kind of reminds me of a pig, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ham.
You know what would be a good name for a pig?
What?
Ham. Come here, Ham. Come on, boy. Sweet Ham. Come here.
Funny. Okay, your turn.
Okay. So my question is related to the Marine Corps because it's Marine Corps birthday.
Okay, so we all know I'm not going to get the answer, but okay, thank you for your service.
No, I don't think you will. I think some of you guys out there might know it, but I don't think many of you will realize this because I really didn't realize it until I looked it up. So what percentage of the U.S. population has served in the Marine Corps?
In the Marine Corps, not in military.
Not in military.
In the Marine Corps.
In the Marine Corps.
Okay.
I can give you the answer for the military period too, but we'll just go
Marine Corps. Let's say, well, if I have to do the math in my head, and I don't even know the answer to this for the military, quite honestly, but I'm gonna guess it's, I'm gonna guess it's not half. I don't even think it's 50% in my brain.
So I'm gonna give you a little hint.
Okay.
The Marine Corps is the smallest.
Right. No, I know.
Of all of the different, you can't say it's a branch of service because it's under the Department of the Navy. But it's considered a branch.
Right.
It is the smallest branch of the military.
Because it's the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Yep, and then you got the Coasties, who are the Department of Transport. I think they're Homeland Security. They're not DOT anymore.
Okay.
But they're kind of a branch.
Okay, so you put all of those into a pot.
Yep, and so to give you an example, the Army on active duty has, I think, between 500,000 and 1 million on active duty at any given time. The Marine Corps usually stays around 175,000.
Okay, so it's really small.
Yes.
So I'm going to guess out of all the U.S. population, yep. I'm going to guess 2.5%.
Okay, she guesses 2.5%. I think we've given them enough time at home to go with it. So this is probably going to shock you. So there's two different numbers on. So the first number is from 2015. Okay. With estimates at 0.8%.
I was going to say something like that.
So less than 1%.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the 2015 study. There's a 2023 thing that the VA did, a study in the VA, according to the VA, the Department of Veterans Affairs, 5.4% of the U.S. population has served in the military. So it's 5.4% of all the branches of service in the population. Of that, the Marine Corps typically makes up 10% of that. So by that number, it's 0.54% have served in the Marine Corps. So either way, you're still less than 1%.
Wow. You know what's funny is I was
so if you're a Marine Corps veteran and you've earned the title of Marine, you're a 1%er.
Wow. Well, good for you. That's amazing. I mean, listen, saying 2.5 was low, but like that's still it's like a thousand bazillion times more than it really is. But that's crazy. But I will say
what really got me was the 5.4% for all the branches, and like that's crazy. Yeah. And I think that can kind of jives with some of the stuff we're seeing today in society, but that's a whole nother conversation and topic. Right. I think that kind of jives with that and why you see that, because anyways.
Well, I'm very proud of you. And again, thank you for your service. I know I said that in the very beginning. Yep. I think I said that in the very beginning.
You don't need to say it no more.
And I really want to make sure that we say that to everybody watching. If you and your loved ones who has served, thank you so much for your service in any and all of the branches. If you're still serving, thank you so much. It is the littlest thing that you can say to someone, but I think it's like so appreciated when you walk by and say that to somebody. Like, so if you have the opportunity today, tomorrow, anytime.
Yep, because tomorrow's Veterans Day.
Tomorrow's Veterans Day. But it doesn't have to be on Veterans Day just to say it.
No, it doesn't. A lot of people, once they find out you're in the military,
like anytime if you see a guy wearing a pin, a hat, a shirt, has a tattoo of something, oh, hey, that's this branch or that represents that. Say thank you for your service.
So you brought up the hat thing, and I know we did Stump The Hamster, and we're cutting it kind of close here, but some of the best conversations I've ever had with people are going and talking to those old guys that are wearing those veteran hats that you see, like the old guy half bent over with a cane or a walker. Mm-hmm. Some of the best, most interesting conversations I've ever had in my life has come from talking to those people. They are some of the nice. I mean, like today, the guy that sat next to me when we were eating the snacks, he was went to the Navy Academy and somehow was able to become a commissioned officer in the Air Force and fly F-4 Phantoms in the Air Force, and I can't remember how many years in the Air, but he basically retired from the Air Force. But like, you've never known that story, and like he got to meet some amazing people in his career. It was a very interesting conversation. Yeah. So just by talking to somebody, anyways.
Yeah.
If they wearing one of those hats, go up and say hi and talk to them, because I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
And don't forget to say,
thank you for your service.
That's right.
All right.
That's what we would like to wrap this up with. Again, happy Veterans Day. Happy Marine Corps birthday.
That's the more important day.
Thank you for your service.
All right.
And
Bye.